You're floating peacefully in the ocean depths, your luminescent spots blinking in gentle rhythms as you communicate with others of your kind. You're just a small, innocent Inkay, a blue, squid-like creature whose biggest worry is attracting prey with your glowing patterns. Life is simple. You flash your lights, catch some food, float upside down to clear your head, and drift through the currents without a care in the world. Your transparent mantle houses a rounded pink body dotted with yellow circular spots that pulse like tiny stars. 8 tentacles flow gracefully as you navigate the water, your round black eyes taking in the peaceful underwater world. When threatened, your blinking lights daze opponents, letting you escape. When hungry, those same lights lure prey right into your tentacles. It's a perfect system, simple, effective, innocent. But something's stirring inside you, a hunger that goes beyond food. A restlessness that makes your psychic energy crackle with ambition. You don't know it yet, but you're about to become something far more dangerous than a harmless squid drifting through the depths. One day, while floating upside down as usual to improve your blood flow and clear your head, something clicks. Your body begins to change, growing larger, more imposing. Your tentacles multiply and strengthen. Your once innocent bioluminescent spots now pulse with hypnotic power. The gentle yellow circles that once helped you chat with friends transform into weapons of mass manipulation. You've evolved into Malamar, and with this transformation comes a terrifying realization. Your new form is magnificent and horrifying. Several purple tentacles with bright blue undersides now sprout from your head like a crown of power. Your yellow eyes gleam with intelligence that borders on human-level cognition. The 6 circular yellow lights on your body no longer just communicate, they command. You don't just want to survive anymore, you want to rule. The change isn't just physical. Your mind expands, your intelligence sharpens to near-human levels, and with it comes the most dangerous trait of all, unlimited ambition. You look at the world around you and see not fellow creatures, but subjects waiting to be controlled. Your new form brings abilities you never imagined as a simple Inkay. Those gentle light patterns you once used to chat with friends, now they're weapons of mass hypnosis. You discover you can bend the will of any creature that gazes upon your luminescent display. Pokémon, humans. They all become puppets dancing to your psychic strings. Your hypnotic powers are said to be the most powerful of any Pokémon. When you flash the lights on your body and perform certain motions, minds bend to your will. It's intoxicating. The first time you hypnotize a wild Pokémon, watching its eyes glaze over as it becomes an extension of your consciousness, you realize something terrifying about yourself. But here's where your nightmare truly begins. Because with great power comes an insatiable appetite for more. You're not content with small demonstrations of control. Every successful hypnosis feeds a hunger that only grows stronger. You start small, testing your newfound abilities. A few wild Pokémon here and there, bending them to your will just to see if you can. The rush is intoxicating. When you hypnotize a Scolipede, watching its massive form submit to your psychic dominance, you feel a surge of power unlike anything you experienced as an Inkay. Then comes an Exploud, its booming voice silenced by your hypnotic display. A Pangoro follows, its fierce independence crumbling under your luminescent assault. Each victory feeds the growing darkness in your evolved heart. You're not just catching prey anymore, you're collecting servants. The process is almost too easy. You flash your lights in hypnotic patterns, perform the ancient motions encoded in your DNA, and watch as free will dissolves before your power. Your tentacles, now enhanced with psychic energy, can slice through resistance as easily as they ensnare the hypnotized. You realize you're not content with small-scale domination. You want it all. Every creature you encounter becomes a potential addition to your army. Every mind you see becomes a target for conquest. The Grand Delusion. Your intelligence has grown to near-human levels, and with it comes the most dangerous trait of all, ambition without limits. You begin to see yourself not as a Pokémon, but as a future ruler of the world. Every human you encounter becomes a potential subject. Every Pokémon you see becomes a soldier in your army. You craft elaborate schemes that would make human masterminds jealous. Radio observatories become your command centers, their equipment perfect for broadcasting your hypnotic signals across vast distances. You hypnotize scientists to build energy crystals and weapons, turning their expertise against their own species. Your plans grow increasingly complex. You manipulate Team Rocket, turning them into unwitting pawns in your grand design. Jesse, James, and their Pokémon fall under your control, their criminal skills now serving your vision of world domination. Only Meowth's desperate self-harm saves him from your influence, his claws drawing blood to break your hypnotic hold. You establish yourself at Grace Tower, using hypnotized scientists to create massive energy crystals. Your goal? To distort the Pokémon world and alter the environment to suit your kind. It's not enough to rule the world as it is. You want to remake it in your image. But here's what you don't realize in your megalomania. You're completely alone. Your hypnotic powers mean you never have genuine relationships. Every interaction is manipulation. Every conversation is control. You've become so powerful that you've lost the ability to connect with anyone as an equal. When other Malamar refuse to join your cause, when even your own species rejects your vision of world domination, the isolation hits hard. You approach them with your grand plans, expecting them to see the brilliance of your schemes. Instead, they flee, using Psycho Cut and other attacks to drive you away. You're not a leader. You're a tyrant that even your own kind fears. The very abilities that make you powerful also make you incapable of forming the alliances necessary for true leadership. You can force obedience, but you can't inspire loyalty. Your hypnotized servants don't choose to follow you. They have no choice. When your control breaks, they remember nothing of their time under your influence, leaving you with no lasting connections, no genuine relationships, no one who truly understands your vision. Your schemes grow more elaborate, more desperate. Grace Tower, energy crystals, mind control devices, each plan more complex than the last. You hypnotize entire teams of scientists, coordinate multiple operations across different locations, and come tantalizingly close to success. But every time you get close to achieving your goals, something goes wrong. A group of trainers and their Pokémon manage to outsmart you. Your own overconfidence becomes your downfall. A simple device designed to track Pikachu's electrical energy crashes into you at the worst possible moment, breaking your concentration and freeing all your hypnotized servants. The worst part? You can't stop. Your evolved brain is wired for domination, but you lack the wisdom to achieve it sustainably. You're trapped in an endless cycle of grandiose planning and spectacular failure. Each defeat only fuels your determination to try again, to plan bigger, to reach further. You escape from each failure, retreating to plan your next scheme. We are heading into the future, you declare, and we will fight again, and our plan will succeed. But deep down, you know you're not really escaping at all. You possess the most powerful hypnotic abilities of any Pokémon. You can control minds, manipulate memories, and bend reality to your will. Your psychic powers can enhance your tentacles to slice through almost anything. You're intelligent enough to operate human technology and coordinate complex operations. But you can't control the one thing that matters most, your own insatiable need for power. Every victory feels hollow because it's achieved through force, not respect. Every plan fails because you see others as tools, not allies. You've become so focused on controlling the world that you've lost control of yourself. Your hypnotic abilities, once a gift for communication and survival, have become a curse that isolates you from genuine connection. You can make anyone do anything, but you can't make anyone truly care about you or your vision. The irony is crushing. You have the power to control armies, to bend the will of humans and Pokémon alike, to reshape the very environment to your desires. Yet you're powerless to escape the prison of your own ambition. In the end, you're left with nothing but empty promises about heading into the future and swearing that your plans will eventually succeed. You escape into the sky with your crystals, destroying evidence of your failures, but you're not really escaping at all. Each time you flee, you tell yourself it's a strategic retreat. You'll regroup, plan better, try again, but the pattern never changes. Your intelligence creates brilliant schemes, your power makes them seem achievable, but your fundamental inability to connect with others dooms them to failure. You're trapped in your own mind, brilliant enough to conceive world domination, powerful enough to hypnotize armies, but fundamentally flawed in ways you can't even see. You'll keep planning, keep scheming, keep failing, because the very traits that make you powerful also make you incapable of the genuine connections and wisdom needed for true leadership. Your fellow Malamar watch from a distance, shaking their heads at your obsession. They could be your allies, your equals, your friends.
No.
Instead, they're just more creatures who refuse to submit to your will, more evidence of your isolation. Your story isn't just about a power-hungry Pokémon. It's about how intelligence without wisdom, power without empathy, and ambition without restraint create their own prison. You evolved from an innocent Inkay into something far more dangerous, but in gaining the power to control others, you lost the ability to truly connect with anyone. The Pokédex entries speak of your influence on history-changing events, of humans using your powers for nefarious deeds, but they don't mention the cost, the endless loneliness of a creature too powerful for friendship, too ambitious for contentment, too intelligent for peace. You float through the depths now, your luminescent spots pulsing with hypnotic power, your mind already crafting the next grand scheme. but deep in your psychic consciousness, you know the truth. You're not planning your next victory, you're planning your next failure. Sometimes the cruelest fate isn't being powerless, it's having all the power in the world and being too broken to use it wisely. You'll spend eternity plotting your next scheme, never realizing that your greatest enemy isn't the trainers who stop you, isn't the Pokémon who resist you, isn't even the world that refuses to bow to your will. Your greatest enemy is the darkness in your own evolved heart, the insatiable hunger that transformed you from a peaceful Inkay into a lonely tyrant, forever scheming, forever failing, forever alone in the depths of your own ambition. And that, more than any defeat, more than any failed plan, more than any escape into an uncertain future, is why it truly sucks to be Malamar.